Scorpio. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Made a little noisy over here while I do my cleaning. Hope these messages, this video find you very, very rested and happy and fulfilled and all the amazing things. We are stepping into a very, very energetic week at the time of this recording, and there's a lot happening. So there's a lot of planetary things happening. We have some retrogrades with Venus and Mercury. We have a full moon. We have a lunar eclipse. There's a lot of stuff happening. So there's a lot of energies floating around. And while we always have them inside us, we always have creativity, and we always have friendship and joy and universal wisdom and release and all that stuff. Spirit is asking you right now if you could possibly find the time, Scorpio, to tap into one of these energies. Can I please have an energy for lovely Scorpio? That's too many. Thank you, Spirit. Understanding and strength. I'll take 2. Understanding and strength. And it definitely takes strength to understand some people. Especially because with the water signs, there's so much, I'm choosing my words nicely because I love you, Scorpio, and I don't want to be mean. And I was saying the same thing to Cancer, but you guys are so sensitive because where you're coming from is your heart. And you can't live without your heart. You can't do anything without your heart. So when you are speaking from your heart and you're not understood and you're not feeling understood, you start to lash out a little bit. Let's look. Understanding is the key to deep connections. And strength says your inner strength is boundless. Unleash it. So it takes strength to understand what's happening around you and understanding the people around you and the energies around you and why things are happening for you. Excuse me. Because sometimes we want to think, oh, why is this happening to me? Oh, why is this happening to me? Why me? Why me? And yeah, it can feel like that. I can so identify with those energies, but sometimes it's not for us to understand, and also the why isn't for us to understand. A lot of times it's about understanding it's for us, not to us. And that absolutely takes strength, because when you're in pain, when your heart hurts, when you don't feel like you're understood and you feel alone, it sucks. It doesn't just suck, but it makes you want to do shit and retaliate and lash out. But what you're needing to unleash is your strength. Strength around understanding what's going on around you. Strength around understanding what's happening for you, for the people around you, for the people you love in your environment. We're going to dig deeper into this, but think about it. How can you possibly have understanding without strength? You can't. Because a deep connection with somebody is putting your heart out there. It's taking into consideration their feelings. It's taking their life into consideration. Those things require strength because you're thinking outside of yourself. You're operating from a heart place outside of yourself. And I'm sure you've heard the analogy of once you have a kid, your heart lives outside of you. And that's not easy. I don't care if you have 1 kid or if you have 11 kids. Yes, my grandmother had 11 children. But it's knowing that you're strong enough to deal with and love other people and their issues without interfering, taking over, getting angry with them for not doing what you want them to do, that kind of thing. Because that's where I see where the water signs can get into a little bit of trouble, because they're so heart-centered that they want the absolute best. You want the best, especially when you're deeply connected with somebody. It doesn't have to be your child. It could be your coworker or your friend that you've known since you were 16, or your cousin that's not really your cousin, but your moms were best friends, and now you guys are just grew up together as cousins, and you want the best for them. Like, that's what I'm talking about. These deep connections in your life require you to connect on a level of understanding and not just love. Because the love part for you is not hard. The strength to understand what somebody else is going through and not just fix it, or not and not get angry when they don't do what you tell them to do, that takes real strength, real power. And in order for you to get there, you need to get that from yourself. You need to get that strength from yourself. Your inner strength is boundless. There are no boundaries on the strength you can provide for people. Not just from your heart. I'm talking about the passion. I'm talking about the wands. I'm talking about the strength card, the Leo energy. The strong silent type, and that's not an easy place to come from. When you love somebody, when you're deeply connected to somebody, it's hard to be strong and silent, because you just want to get in there and fight their battles. You want to protect them. You want to do shit for them. But the real strength comes from supporting your people, loving them no matter what, because they're good people, and watching them fall hurts. Watching your kid fall off a bike the first time they ride a bike hurts. Watching them scrape their knee sucks ass. Watching your best friend get their heart broken because they stayed with somebody too long sucks ass. Are you going to be mad and not talk to them about it and kick them while they're down? No, you are not, because you love them. But that's where your strength is coming from, because you're able to put aside your feelings to help other people. And if you're having a hard time with that, then this is why you got both those cards. All right, we're pulling from an angel number next before we get to tarot. And let's see what we got. We got a flipper right away. 6464, intuition. Inner knowing, trust, awareness, mindfulness, reflection, and clarity. Now, maybe this 6464 is a phone number for you. It also means 1010. And then 1010 would add up to be 1 if you're a numbers person. 1010 would add up to be 2 if you're a numbers person, which is the connections we're talking about here. But also, these are master numbers because they're double. Your intuition and knowing, connecting with your inner good is saying that you need to be respectful and use your inner strength to understand those around you, the situations around you, before you act. Let's see what we have for prompts here. Cultivating mindfulness daily to strengthen your intuition. Spend time in quiet reflection, focusing on your breath, and let your mind settle into stillness. Like we said, being strong and still is not easy, but it's something you can 100% do. Let's take 1 minute to do a deep breath. I'm turning up my music here. And I put the one with the water on the background too. It's so beautiful. Okay, on 3, we're going to take a deep breath like we're smelling the roses, and then we're going to blow it out like we're blowing out candles. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, Scorpio, if you can get to do that multiple times during the day, if you can take 1 minute to do that 3 times, slowly, sitting, whether you're in the sun, which would be even better, or in your car, or somewhere by yourself, so you can just take that time and be in your own mind to adjust your thinking about situations and call on that inner strength, which has been pointed out to you, has no boundaries. You are boundless with your strength. Sitting in the stillness, pulling that strength from you, and so you can put it out there into the world in support of your deepest connections, is what Spirit's asking you to do right now. Here's a prompt if you'd like to write it down. Pause the video. I'll be right here. All right, today, dedicate a few minutes each day to mindfulness or meditation, allowing your inner voice to guide you without distraction. Trust the feelings and insights that arise. Yeah. Sitting with the situation, thinking about how you can turn your strength and your inner resilience into something useful for the people around you with your strength. Like mixing it all up, taking that love for that person, that belief that you know they can do anything, like put it all in a pot, right? We got love, we have belief, we believe in them, we have advice for them, we have hugs for them, we have a little snack we made for them because they're sad and you know they need cookies, you know, that kind of thing, and mixing it all up, adding our boundless strength to it, and presenting it to the people that we love as whatever it is they need. Whether it's the quietness so that they can just get this shit off their chest, whether it's advice on what to do next, whether it's one of those cookies because they just need something to distract them away from the sadness and they need some sweetness, or they want to hug, something, whatever your personal strength that you have to offer, whatever it is you're amazing at and you know they're leaning on you for, it's time to turn your worry and your frustration and wishing of things being different into the strength that they need. Your intuition will let you know. That's the thing. With this card, it's letting you know each person in your life is going to need something different, right? You're not just a blanket giver. You don't just give whatever. Your intuition will tell you which thing needs to be given to anybody at any time when they need you. Am I making sense here? Your intuition will say, okay, well, no, they need a hug. Or they need a cookie. Or they, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to get at. She's always... All right. But breathing is a good way to start. Meditation isn't... not everybody just locks right in and you can meditate for 15 minutes. Shit's hard. Which is why a lot of people don't do it. But it's also why it needs to be done. And starting with those breaths will absolutely make you want more. You'll find yourself doing it at the mall when you're stuck there because you have to go buy presents and you're like, ugh, I'm standing in line, or there's people around me, they're gross. It's too loud, whatever. The people at the kiosks are aggressive and they're trying to sell me the straightener that I don't need because I don't have a lot of hair. Like, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. That breath, that deep work that you're going to start doing and meditating and hanging out with yourself and reflecting is going to really start popping up. The need for that's going to pop up everywhere and you're going to be so excited that you have that as a tool in your box. All right, beautiful, beautiful Scorpio. Did I knock these? I'm going to do it again, just in case. Spirit, thank you for being here today for these messages for Cancer. Cancer, jeez, for Scorpio. Wow, I just did it again. Spirit, maybe you have Cancer in your chart because I feel this sort of message is coming through for a lot of the water signs, and maybe even for the collective. You guys are the first ones I'm getting into today. But tapping in with yourself, getting that breathing on board is essential. Because your intuition is important. Spirit, thank you so much for being here today for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placement, Scorpio, Cross-Watcher, because you love Scorpio. We're going to get into the recent past, current energies, and future energies / what you don't see coming. What do we have in the recent past for... What do we have in the recent past for lovely Scorpio? A lot of talking wants to happen. Eight of Wands. And the Star. Ooh. Beautiful. Now, Eight of Wands is fast moving energy, and it started flowing towards you. Really, not just fast, but it's positive and passionate and maybe even a little uncomfortable for you because you're a water sign and you're not used to always being so passionate about projects. Maybe it's not a project because coupled here with the Star not only is about wish fulfillment, but it's also about healing and feeling like you've accomplished a goal of getting over something, moving past something quickly. Maybe you had a realization, maybe you had an epiphany 6 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, that the realization woke you up about something. And so then you started, your viewpoint started to change, and that brought in crazy healing. So you can operate from a different perspective than you used to. Because this Eight of Wands is all about the go. Go, 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 go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And that flying towards you with passion and love and understanding helps heal, or it did help heal you of your old traumas. I'm not trusting, I'm not believing in this love, I'm not believing you could be of use in these situations. This is beautiful. There's also cards of a gift from the universe. Wish fulfillment. Could be intuition. That could be your new gift, and it came flooding in towards you. That's what we're going to go with for this analogy. If it's something else, cool. Leave it in the comments. If you read and you feel something different about this, leave it in the comments. I'm curious. But for me, it feels like this wish fulfillment is about intuition, insight, connection to connecting with your higher self. It could be. This could totally be about connecting with your higher power, with divinity, with God, with the universe. Current situation. Okay, let's try this again. I don't like when they just flip out like that. The first one. Here we go. Current energy for Scorpio. Current energy for Scorpio. Okay. Current energy for Scorpio is the Empress. Yeah. Tapping in, breathing, understanding yourself, connecting with yourself, and staying strong in this energy makes you realize you can make anything happen. Everything around you is growing because of you, Scorpio. What you're putting into it. Your world is expanding. You're birthing new ideas. You're birthing this strength, this new connection with your higher self, with your Empress self, who you truly are, who you've always been. You just didn't know it. You weren't there just yet. So something, feel free to leave me in the comments, like I said, but something within the past 6 months woke you up. And you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Not only am I the Empress, because I'm feeling that shit, but it's always been in me. Once I connected with myself and trusted my intuition, things just started flowing. Understanding where your power is coming from, and that it's coming from this deep connection with yourself, who is the Empress, gives you the strength to keep moving, the strength to unleash this all to the world and make it all grow around you. It also gives you the power to help heal other people in a loving way. The Empress is going to take all those things we decided earlier we're going to put in a bag or put in a pot and mix up and give to our person who is hurting. She can make it feel better. She is someone that you're going to ask for help. You're not afraid to tell the Empress your woes because she's not going to judge you. She's going to help heal you with her energy, with her time, with her words, with her love, with her understanding and strength, and her intuition. Beautiful. All right, Scorpio, what do you got coming in the future / what you don't see? Okay. Double energy and the Two of Wands. Are these options? And it's going to take, okay, you deciding to move forward with all of this could lead you to the Devil energy, or it could lead you to the Queen of Swords. These are your options. Because not everybody's going to be down with this, okay? Not everybody's going to be open to you being a leader and stepping in and we're doing this my way now because I know what to do and I'm trusting my intuition. This is new energy for you. And by new, I mean within the past couple of months, you know? And it's not the way you've always been. You weren't always able to just trust your guidance and your intuition. But this new vibe that you're putting out there of, I'm the Empress, I'm exalted, I'm above this, and is Queen of Swords energy. She doesn't back down, she doesn't dim her light, and she does not quiet her voice for anybody. That can be triggering for people. It's not, it can be, it is triggering for some people, not everybody. But knowing why they're pushing that energy out will help you stay strong, because it's going to trigger some people into shitty energy. This is the best way to put it, honestly, because you making the decision to move forward as this Empress is going to either draw the devils or people who understand your vision and aren't going to ask you to back down. They're not going to tell you to not do this. They're not going to tell you to, oh, you know what, Scorpio, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't go that route. Well, that's this. That's the worry. That's the way you used to think about yourself. You're not doing that. The advice here is to stay strong. You can either let this come through you, this devil energy of the way you used to do shit, where maybe you were lashing out at people because they weren't taking your advice, or not seeing the bigger picture here, what you were trying to show them, or you not backing down and saying, okay, you can feel that way, that's totally fine, but I'm still going to go forward. You have to make that decision. That's where this future energy comes from. Once you make this decision to continue this, you're going to bring out some people who are not on board, because they're not here for your change. They don't want to be a part of the new you. That's fine. Stand your ground anyways. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, all that matters is how you feel, how your connections are going, the understanding between how your closest connections are going to play out, and the strength they're going to need from you to pursue whatever it is they're going after, to get over their broken heart, to move forward with a project, to like whatever the people around you / you, because we're also talking about your higher self. What you guys need is easier to find when you're standing strong with your back against the wind and you're only relying on your intuition, because that's what the Queen of Swords is. The Queen of Swords is Queen of Communication, right? And the swords are clarity, their thoughts, their the way you communicate shit out. All right, in the recent past, we have the Eight of Wands and the Star, which is beautiful. Let me clarify those. Why is he here? Why is the Eight of Wands and the Star here? Eight of Wands and Star. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, that's like 12 cards. No, it's way too many. Thank you, Spirit. Just one quick one. Put that in the middle, too. I wonder if it's one of those ones. Two of Wands again. So, the universe saying, yeah, you heard me. I said what I said. I did steal that from Chris at Minapon Tarot, so I didn't come up with that. But making this decision to move forward as the Empress is how this wish is coming true. How this healing has presented itself. And it came real fast. And you decide, you know what? I'm moving forward. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. You're trusting yourself. You're trusting your intuition. You're trusting what you know to be true by being still and strong and connecting with your higher self, so you can put out into the world what is needed. The Empress is here in the current position. That's so pretty. I love that the mask matches her dress. It's so cute. Why is the Empress here in the current position? Why do we have the Empress here? Find the Empress. Empress is here. How many do I have? Two? I'll do two. Page of Wands and the King of Wands. Noticeably absent are the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands, because the Page of Wands, I love the pages. The pages are all about innocence and immaturity and not worrying about this hurting. Not worrying about this plan fizzling out, this passion petering out, and you're not feeling it anymore. Because maybe you felt like that before. Maybe you have been in a position where you're super fucking excited about something, and you're like, yeah, and then you kind of went away. You know what I mean? You didn't fully put your heart behind it. This page doesn't worry about that because she is so fired up that she's ready to just run forward. She hasn't taken the action yet, but her mind is ready and her passion is there. That fire in her belly. And you're using that fire in your belly to get you excited about this project, about being the Empress and what you can do for the people around you and for yourself. We skip over the Knight and the Queen. The Queen is already here in you, right? Because the Queen is all of the Empress is all of the queens. She's the swords, she's the cups, she's the pentacles, and she's the wands. So you skip over that as this and go right to King of Wands. She's a fucking badass, isn't she? She's not backing down. She's also not backing down from this decision, no matter what the consequences are, because she knows this is going to work. She's the Empress. There's no questions here. No question here and no question here. We skip over any questions. We have the Two of Wands and the Devil energy in the future, and that's the Tower. Yeah, beautiful. And bottom of the deck for the Queen of Swords is Death. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, we're going to talk about this. The Tower is it had to change. It had to change. You had to put a death to the old. This is done. As you can see, everything in here is being burned down, and people are running for their lives because the old way of doing shit is not going to work anymore. You know it, the universe knows it, and now you've accepted it. You've accepted it. You decided you're moving forward as Empress, not as who you used to be. You made the decision and you're sticking with it. The people who are trapped in the old version, and I hate to say it, trapped in the tower as it's burning to the ground, because that fucking sucks, but the truth is, they're trapped in the tower as it's burning to the ground because they are refusing to let go. This is refusing to let go of the way you used to be. Like, oh, come on, Scorpio, you used to blah, 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 blah. You used to blah, 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 blah. And you're like, yeah, no, I don't do that anymore. That's you saying, I don't do that anymore. The Queen of Swords does not back down. She put an end, she deaded it. She put an end to the way she used to do things because it wasn't working for her or the people around her anymore. You're choosing to stay as the Empress. Very important, very powerful. Pull from Moonology if there's any further clarification here. How do they fall out if they fall out? I guess that's it. I love how it's protection. Protection from the burning fucking tower. Ha! People stuck inside of it while it burns to the ground because they're choosing to jump. They can jump. They can jump with you and come with you to this new version of you. It's awesome. You're the fucking Empress. Why would you want to follow the Empress? Because you haven't done your own shadow work and you haven't taken care of yourself? Well, that's not your problem, is it, Scorpio? No. All right. If you're still here and you're rocking with me, 1, thank you so much. You're real. 2, hit that like button, huh? Let's not play around anymore. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what this is all about, because we're growing this channel. This is what's happening. This channel is growing. It's been manifested, it is happening, and these messages are very important for all of the collective. But for you, Scorpio, you know this is all true. And also, good for you. This is your story. Bring my microphone over. Alright, my loves. You know damn well this is you. You woke up, or you were woken up. You realize that you can't go on this way anymore. You're done taking care of everybody that doesn't need to be taken care of because they can take care of themselves. You're done being the old version of you. The person that just was running around doing things for people instead of showing them how to do it themselves. Instead of walking away when you realized that they started using you to do these things, complete their tasks. You stayed anyways for the longest time because That's who you built yourself up to be. Reliable, strong, nothing phases me. I give from the heart. That's beautiful energy. There's another way to do it. And you realized it. So you decided, you made the decision that you were done. And the minute you decided you were done, you flipped that switch, all flew in. Doesn't get faster than the Eight of Wands in the minor. This is fast moving. The fastest minor, right? Well, sword, the Knight of Swords is faster as well, but this is passion. This is the fastest passion you're gonna find, because you made a passionate decision with the Two of Wands. It matches that energy. That healed you from having to do this the old way anymore. When it healed you, it released you. It took you out of the old and brought you right back, fresh-faced and passionate again. How beautiful is that? Being able to wipe the slate clean and ignite that fire and that passion. You skipped over all the bad wands. Right? You went right to the 2. With that decision, you brought in the 8, which brings in the Page and jumps you right to fucking King. Because you know you're the Empress. You know you're able to. And don't get confused by all these king, queen things. We have all of these in our energy all the time. We have the divine feminine. We have the divine masculine. And those things come together to make us complete. We find that harmony with both of them and pull them out as needed. Because, I mean, they're both women on these cards. So it doesn't matter. We're accessing that energy. But that fresh-faced passion brings out the Empress. She dusts it all off, and she grows even further into the King of Wands, because that's the passion and level of commitment needed to stick with this decision as things start burning down and people start coming at you. Because knowing you're protected helps you stay the Queen of Swords. You're not backing down. You're not changing your vision. You're not lowering your voice for anybody. The old you is gone. Bye. Love you. Thank you for everything you taught me, old Scorpio. New Scorpio's here. Final message today for Scorpio from Spirit says, whenever you talk to us, it never goes unheard. We hear every single word. This is your confirmation that we are assisting you, guiding you, ensuring your wishes finally come true. Finally come to fruition. Be patient. Everything will come together for you. It already is. It already is. This is so beautiful. Good on you, Scorpio. Take care, my loves.